Welcome to this week's late night show. It's the very first one of this month, yeah. But again, we start on a very sad note. Unza, I mean, come on, we can't just be starting on a sad note every week, come on. I mean, I'd just like to call out to, the management at Unza. This is very, very sad that it has to take the head of state to step in. What was that pit doing there in the first place? Not secured, and then the details around that young man's death are sketchy, though it's very unfortunate. So I'd like to call upon management at Unza, please. You need to sort this out, and that's our top learning institution. Come on. Can you imagine that happening, at Harvard or how? That's our top university in Zambia. But, so it's very, very unfortunate. A life was lost. I think a first-year student passed on. He fell into that pit that was full of water, and unfortunately, he drowned. So, anyway, good news is President Hichilema stepped in, and I think some funds will be released. We're going to see that sanitation problem sorted out. The weekend is upon us. Yesterday, Judas Iscariot actually received TXN. I was trying to go and zook him, but unfortunately, I think he hung himself. I don't know. But anyway, Easter, the spirit of Easter. Zambia is a Christian nation. Don't forget what this whole period means to all of us. Jesus Christ dying for us on the cross, dying for our sins. So happy Easter to all of us out there. This is also the week that we saw Zambia play the world champions, Argentina. Yeah. Those who are hating, 5-0, come on. I mean, playing the world champions, come on. I think so FAS should organize more of such matches, actually, so that we can give our boys that exposure. And I wouldn't blame them. Some of them you could see while they were playing, they were, you can't, these are big stars and you're actually playing with them. So instead of kicking the ball, you're looking at the star. I mean, hey, it's something, exposure. That's what this is all about. We also saw that guy, he bashed into a Ratsa vehicle, the irony of it all. Can you imagine you take yourself, if asking for trouble was a person, that was exactly it. Just check out this clip. Anyway, he's lucky he bashed into a Ratsa car, because if it was the white hat guys, I don't even want to think about what might have happened. Yep, the Middle East is still on fire, still going on. We saw last week how our Zambian presidents spoke. They gave, they told us how they felt about this conflict. I managed to get a message from President Nelson Mandela, who also wanted to say something about this situation. I have said that I think enough is enough. There is no way the United States of America can continue unilaterally bombing other countries. I want to call upon all African leaders to unite and stand up against this hegemon. Amandla Hawato, Donald Trump, I'm calling you out. I want to talk to you. Yes, President Mandela, what do you have to say? What you got to say? Stop the fight right now. Well, you got to understand, we got to take democracy everywhere to the whole world. We want to make sure everybody is adhering to democratic tendencies. So it's quite wrong when you call us dictators, because we know the Iranians have been harassing their own citizens, have been arresting them. They don't allow them to have even a rally or a protest. So this is what we're doing. We are protecting democracy. Nobody knows democracy like we do, folks. And I know that the situation in the Strait of Hormuz is what they call in Zambia called the Manga Matako Osashula situation. Nobody knows Manga Matako Osashula. We'll be right back after this break with our first guest. TV. 21 hours perfect with the button of Pacman match on the late night show now. Pacman walking back. Welcome back, and we have in the studio our very first guest for today's show. Our guest today is none other than Bombshell. How's it?
Hi. No matter how much I would try to keep that in, wow.
That's the whole point. So we can't bring it out.
Yeah, really.
You're an explosion, Kate.
Yeah.
So let's go right into it, Bombshell. Your names are Walia, Sophie, Chibesakunda. You are Chibesakunda. What's with the explosions? With Bombshell? Tell us, what's behind the
name?
Your stage name.
Well, this name started when I was a kid because I used to have very big hair. So when my uncles would see me, they would say I look like I stepped on a bomb. You know how cartoons are when they step on a bomb. They are just goes like that. So they would call me Bomb. Yeah, so that's how the name started. And then when I grew older, I loved listening to Eve a lot. And I heard her say Bombshell. She actually used to call herself Bombshell. And I was like, you know what? This makes sense. And especially that I want to be a rapper, I might as well call myself Bombshell. But there was a whole lot of names before that. I named myself Fugitive Eye. And then my cousins were like, so people will be calling you Fugitive Eye. When they see you, they'll be doing this. That's not going to work. Fugitive Eye gotta go off. And that's how the Bomb, they continued calling me Bomb. And then I would listen to EVE. And she would call herself a blonde Bombshell. And I said, okay, it makes sense. And that's how I added the Bombshell.
Yeah, it was nice branding, though.
Thank you.
Growing up, is this what you thought you would do?
100%, without a doubt. It wasn't nothing that I saw on TV and I wanted to be that. Just from the time I was a kid, I mean, I would listen to the likes of Shalamwana. My grandfather would make me dance to Shalamwana. And I'll tell the Chitengi on the side. I think that's why I like wearing bangles like this. Yeah, Shalamwana, may I so rest in peace. So it was not something that I saw on TV and I thought I want to be this, but it was just really built in me. It definitely feels like it's something I was born with. Yeah.
So music in general, or like you wanted to be a hip hop artist, rap in particular?
I think it all began just wanting to be in media.
Yeah, in media.
And then growing up around my uncles, the Uncle Carloses, the Isaacs, Nyambingis, Uncle Johns, and them, now they put hip hop in me.
And you do it really well, man. I mean, hey, Bombshell. What was your breakthrough hit, though? You know your uncle is a stand-up comedian. Come on.
It was a song titled Bad. Yeah, it was me and 5-4 and Kapuka. And Bulo Man.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if people know
those guys. Man. Where's Bulo Man? 5-4. Bulo Man became a corporate executive.
Yeah, corporate, very married with kids. I think the same thing with 5-4. Kapuka is in Canada. I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, you've taken me back.
I know.
As a woman in the music industry, how has your experience been generally? I mean, share with the viewers some of the the bad times, or you feel here they're taking advantage of me because I'm a woman, I'm being treated like this because I'm a woman. What has been the experience?
Honestly, I've never felt taken advantage of. I feel like just having been a hip-hop artist, you carry yourself with so much boldness. So that for me, anywhere I go, that the boldness just speaks for itself. It's like it's in me, so I breathe it. But it's only when people get to know me, they're like, oh my God, she's actually a crazy person. It's down to earth. But when I walk, I carry so much confidence in my sleeves and all that. So on the part of saying being taken advantage of, maybe at times my kindness has been taken for weakness, but it's nothing that has stopped me from being kind. That's just who I am. And I'm never going to stop for nothing, because you know how the industry is a dark place. At times people will step on you. At times people will backlash you. At times, people will make you feel like there's nothing you're doing, and those are the sad parts for me, honestly speaking. There's been a number of times I felt like giving up. So many times. Many times I've actually felt like just quitting, totally stopping. But then it always happens in that moment that you find I'll have a fan in the inboxes just telling me stuff in my DMs, just saying how much I inspire them. And that just keeps me going.
Oh, wow.
But the industry is a dark place. I mean, if anybody is gonna, this very well.
Have you ever released a song that you thought this one is going to be the one? It's going to be a bomb. This one is going to, and then it doesn't. Have you ever had that type of experience?
I actually have. I thought the song titled Starring was going to be big. I think I dropped that one last year. But I met certain people like, hey, it's actually a good song. Others will call me Starring even in the streets. Because for me, I always love to speak to the streets. If the streets are responding to a song, then I know it touched where it got a touch, because I believe that is where my fans are. The streets. I love to speak to the streets. So I thought Starring was going to be that song. But it wasn't.
It wasn't. A lot of radio stations, DJs, they play quite a lot of foreign music as compared to Zambian stuff.
Think it's changed now.
It's changed, isn't it?
Yeah, like way back. Yeah, way back it was just the foreign stuff. Nowadays, every time I'm flicking on radio stations, it's always Zambian music. To be honest, big shout out to the DJs.
The DJs have done a good job.
They are doing a great job.
You've invested so much in your brand, though. I'm so proud. Greatest right there. We see you. Even when you're going to Kablong, I'm like, Bombshell. She's everywhere. You've become omnipresent, man. I mean, you've invested so much in your brand, and we can see it's paying off. Tell us more about, how you've managed to pull that off. How have you succeeded to, create such a successful brand? You're young, you're a woman. We still have those stereotypes, whether we like it or not, which is not a good thing. It's something that we need to move away from.
It's definitely something that needs to be moved away from. I mean, if you put your heart to something, this was once just a little girl's dream, who's Wale Sophia Chwesakunda, before Bombshell or Mfumukazi or anything. And for me, I pinned that. I put God on it, God's grace, favor, spiritual, everything.
Amen.
On it. Hallelujah. Okay, yeah, I put all of that on it, and here I am today. Honestly speaking, I wouldn't do it without God, my family, my sisters, everybody that surrounds me, my team. I wouldn't do it without them. So there is no Bombshell without God, family, and my fans.
And I think let's talk more about that. A lot of our young people are not spiritual. Why do you think it's like that? I mean, I know life is, let's enjoy life. No one's saying it, but we have to, what's your fundamental? That's so fundamental. You have to put God first. Otherwise, how are you even breathing? How are you even walking?
Think about yourself when you were 16. Did you think God?
Yes, I did. I did, though.
Okay, fine. If you say that, for me, I feel there's a podcast I was listening to that I listen to every morning. I always listen to God podcasts. He said, you are in every situation in your life in that moment for a reason, because God has scheduled a timetable for you. And he's the one that knows. So even in the moment, for all these, the ones you're talking about, the teenagers, the kids, it's a schedule. It's all scheduled. He knows there'll be a time they will knock on his door.
But anyway, I understand why when you are young, maybe you won't think about God too much.
I remember I hated being woken up to go to church, and my mom was heavy on that. My grandparents,
because when you're young, everything, your clothes, your food, everything it's
given to you.
It's given to you. It's a warfare system.
Yes. You see, it's all stages. At some point, you're thinking, I need doors. At some point, you're thinking, no new clothes. At some point, you're thinking, makeup. And then there's now the reality time that hits you. You have to do those things for yourself.
And now you have to look to God, say.
I mean, you have not seen those memes. Women at 16, she's refusing the guy. She's 20. She's like, hey, I'll think about it. She's 30. She's like, why aren't you calling me back? Stages.
No, that's deep.
Yeah.
Bombshell, but you have the looks, you have the talent, you have the potential to go international, to take the globe.
Thank you.
Do you think Zambians give you the support that you deserve?
Nah. There's so many times I've sat down and I felt like, I honestly feel if I was somewhere else, I would do bigger. But again, that's why I feel like that podcast came at the right time, because it told me
Schedules.
it's scheduled. It's everything scheduled. And I believe one day it's going to be international, because I mean, it's crazy how you find there's just an angel out there who puts me in these international awards, an angel out there who puts me on Wikipedia, and I'm featuring in these top 10 best female rappers, Africa, all those things. Like, I didn't go there to put my name there, but there's people who stay watching, and definitely one day it will just blow off, just like a bombshell.
Why do you think Zambians don't support their own?
On that part, I've never really understood what's behind it. I feel like there's a stereotype of looking at you and they think it's always been great in your life. And also they just think, but I'm sure she was born with a silver
spoon in my head.
But if I sat down and said my story, somebody will have their jaw dropping. And I'm proud to be where what I came through. I've had ups and downs and middle and up. And maybe one day I'll actually just sit down and tell my story. But then, there's still the fans. They still stay watching. They still stay glued. Yeah.
Like, anyway, speaking for myself, there's been some fans who have been diehard fans from
and they're still
25 years. They're still
they're still
so I think we should focus on
those are the ones that should just keep your light burning.
Yeah. You were previously signed on to Kalanda and your music promotions.
No, it was Nexus.
It was Nexus?
Yeah.
So are you signed on to any record
right
label
now,
at the
I'm not
moment?
signed to any record label. It's just me, and hopefully the Bomb Records will also just explode one day.
Hey, hint, hint, hint. We're looking forward to that explosion. The Bomb Records.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
The Bomb Records. Boom. If you had the power to change one thing in our music industry here in Zambia, what would that be?
If I had the power to change one thing that I would love to change, I think the support for one another. Just us helping, like having a helping hand up all the time. Supporting each other. Giving each other the connections. Taking each other up. Because I feel that's what these guys are doing out there, which is something that we currently kind of lack.
And I think it's not just in the music industry.
Actually, it's everywhere.
I think as Zambians.
It's a Zambian thing. Because I also remember being in uni, it was so hard for me to be with my fellow Zambians. But then the other people embraced me. So I don't know. That's one thing I'd want to change. Having just unity. Tiende Pamozi is, I don't know. Kaunda, I don't know if he died with it. May his soul rest in peace. But Tiende Pamozi Ndimutima. That's one thing I would love to bring back.
Do you know that this is something I witnessed firsthand? For instance, when England, the Nigerians, they were so organized.
United.
They were united.
The Zimbos.
The Zimbos, and they when they open their Vilimba books, they're dealing millions of pounds. And they have this system of helping one another.
Exactly.
This one has got a problem with his visa, his work permit.
He's out there.
But Zambians, in fact, will be the ones to pick up the phone, to call the Home Office, say, this one hasn't got papers, come and get him.
Exactly.
So I think we have that fundamental problem as Zambians. So you artists, you need to do something.
We really need to. I think slowly but surely it's starting to, because I mean, if we can change the top, even the ones that are now coming further up, they'll find it's already changed and they'll continue. But then if we don't change now, the ones who are coming will just continue with and probably even be worse.
Yeah. In 2021, you won the Afrima Best African Female Rapper. That's hot, man. How was that moment for you? Tell us, share with us. How did it feel to conquer African Fed with the bars and Bombshell and I sell Kapenta Soweto?
But it felt mighty. It felt really good. And to God be the glory again. You see, like I said, it just, as much as you said, don't you feel you don't get much support? There it was, a whole best female Africa, not just Central Africa, but the whole of Africa. It felt really great. It did. No lie, it did.
Ah, that was great. You carried our flag. You took the Zambian flag out there. You're also an actress, isn't it?
Yes, I'm an actress.
Tell us more about. Are you working on any projects?
No, not at the current moment. No, not.
Have you acted? Have you done any productions? Have you featured in any movies?
No, actually, hey, no. I think the last time they tried to feature me in something, I was out of the country. Yeah.
When was that?
I think a year ago. I can't remember what movie it was.
Oh.
Yeah. But then anybody that wants me to feature, let's talk. Yeah.
You won't charge us 1 million kwacha.
You know, we need to make that paper, right?
Yeah.
I need to make other dreams come true.
So, as we wind down the interview, Bombshell, what projects are you working? Are you working on anything? Any new albums? Any new tracks? And are you about to release? Tell your fans.
Let me tell it. Well, album, I'll be lying. Not yet. I just dropped a new single titled Workout featuring our legendary Yo Maps. And I just dropped a line of hair braids, which is called Bomb Braids by Prima Afro.
Oh, man. Bomb braids. Tell us more about that. So you're an entrepreneur as well.
100% entrepreneur, etc., etc.
Yo, man, tell us more about that. Tell us more about your business journey.
Well, again, this was just a little girl's dream. There's so much I'd love to say about it, but then I always just wanted to own my own hair brand. And when I started working with Prima Afro, it all started as just being their ambassador. And next thing they told me, no, we're going to put your face on some hairs. And I was like, oh my God. Again, I was like freaking out. It's not even about seeing myself on billboards. For me, just being on that hair, I was like, this is huge because nobody has ever actually done that in Zambia. Then the next thing I thought, what about having my own hairline with you guys? And they were really down for it. But they said, wait, let's see how it goes. It actually took years to actually get this to be born. My little baby is now born. There's Bombshell braids on the market under Prima Afro.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
That is something.
Ladies need to try that because honestly, it's very good for their hair. I've heard people ask about the scientific findings about hair, these braiding hairs. This one is 100%. It actually even helps your hair even grow longer because I had lost my hair from postpartum after I had a baby. And after I started using this Prima Afro hair, braiding my hair, doing these cornrows, I mean, the hair has come back and the bomb braids will do exactly that.
So tell me more about this hair. I mean,
Menshi, manga mkure, my braids, marasta, I don't know. You call them marasta?
Marasta,
marasta.
So there you go.
This is Bombshell braids.
Bombshell braids. Can you see, ladies? You have a brand right there, Bombshell braids.
Rocking my own hair.
Anyway, any last words for your fans as we wind down?
My last words are never give up on yourself. Put God first. If you have people that surround you that love you, embrace them. Those are my last words.
Oh, wow. That's our first guest for today. None other than Wale Sophie Chibesakunda, a.k.a. Bombshell! Welcome back, and our second guest is in the studio. Our guest today is definitely one of Zambia's most celebrated artists. Real art, you know what I'm saying? Like real, not enhancements, not Mumba Yachi, man.
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro?
I'm okay. I'm
Hey, good to see
fine.
you. Good to have you on the late nights.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here. It's my first time to be here. Very beautiful place.
Very
really
nice.
enjoy. Thank you.
It's welcome to BMTV.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled.
We are the ones who are really humbled. You know, you're doing some very, very good original music, your works. I am such a huge fan
Thank you
of
very
your,
much.
you know, you make the guitar.
Exactly.
It talks when.
Yes, yeah, sure.
So I want to know, Mumba Yachi, what are your real names though? Why we just know you as the Yachi? What are your real names?
Yes, Mumba is also one of my names.
Okay.
Shadrick is my name. So Chitenta, that's Chi. Yamfwa Chitenta is also my name. So Yamfwa and Chitenta, you put it together.
That's Yachi.
Yachi, yes.
So
Mumba Yachi is also, yeah.
it's good if
Being-
you
Being a firstborn, you have a lot of names, you know, because as a firstborn, you know, your mother want to give you a name, your father want to give you, even your grandpa want to give you.
want to give you a name.
Yeah.
So you are the firstborn,
Yes.
the one.
Yeah.
Where were you born, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes, I was born in Mokambo, which is how do you call it? Today it's no longer a village anyway. It's no longer a village. It's like becoming a town. So 15 kilometers from Mufulera. When you are going to Congo, you even cross into Congo, the Pedico Road. Yeah. So Mokambo is just on that line, the border line.
Okay, so that's where you were born.
Yes, that's where I was born, in Mokambo. I think it will be some years now.
Some years back. But I can see you're still black. Some of us
No.
we've gone into the-
I know black.
You-
I know Ina. I know it now. Now I know it.
So how did you find yourself in Lusaka though?
Lusaka was, as I always say, Lusaka was in my time. Anyway, in my time when we were finishing grade 12, Lusaka was the dreamland. You know, everybody when you finish school, you go to Lusaka. So even for me, I was in the same train to say after school I'll go to Lusaka. But I think for me it was quite unique because I wanted to come here for music. You know, but the majority used to come here to pursue more into business, others into more school. But for me, it was specifically for music.
For music, yeah. So you're an artist all around, pure and pure, just art.
I
Nothing
love
else.
music. I can't live without music.
Without music.
Never.
So no wonder you produce such.
Yeah, that's how I feel like for me, sometimes I consider myself first and foremost, I'm not really a musician who plays music. I'm actually a musician who listens to music. I love listening to music. And then I just found also that I can also make it.
You can also make
I can also make music. But what I love the most is to listen to music. I love music. Like I'm like God. God in heaven, there is music as we are talking.
It's music.
Music. So it's like I love music wherever it is, you know. I love music.
Yeah.
I can't live without it. I'm
music.
unapologetic about it. So if you take music from my life,
then
I'm gone.
You are gone. But I mean, like the way the guitar comes. How many instruments can you play?
The guitar, you know that I'm still a learner. I still learn guitars from a lot of Zambian great guitarists we have in Zambia today. We have Uncle Rex, we have Mr. Chanks, we have Sir Jones. I learn from those people. But for me, I feel the way you mentioned about being an artist is guitar is an instrument, the way it is called. It's an instrument to use some feelings that I have and I transmit it on the guitar to communicate something.
Then the guitar speaks.
And then the guitar speaks. The guitar talks on my behalf. So I feel like I also had to learn the guitar because I never had anybody to play for me. So I had to do it, you know. I had to learn it myself and then with some other friends who could help me with one chord and another. Just try to express myself. I think I'm more into the singing. The guitar backs me up. So it's been a beautiful journey.
Beautiful journey. I would like to cast your mind back to that incident where you were deported to the Congo. What led to that?
No, I'm Congolese as well. You know, Congo is going to the World Cup. So it's just those things. It's just those things. But you know, how can you put it? Those are just moments in life. There's nobody you can look up to, or you can look and say, oh, maybe, you know, when you are alone in the night, you start to think, you know, you can finish all your friends. It is just yourself, you know. It's just the thing you have to deal with yourself.
Yeah.
But it was also a very beautiful experience to make me learn more about, because I never really thought I'm Congolese until that incident. That's when I started to also embrace it, to say, you know what, I'm also Congolese. I need to get this, you know. It was a beautiful moment to make you know who you are. Who are you?
Yeah.
I never had that awareness before.
But how did you manage to come back though?
Managed to come back to Zambia. You know, this is a very funny topic for me, because when you know Mokambo, you have difficulties to explain. You know? Yeah, because this morning I'm from chatting with my mom, like, you know, like, oh, we are going Kumabala, so we need the Isha Kusitama seeds for onions. She's coming from the Congo side to get the money pa booth, pa Zambia, and then go, you know. So being in Zambia, being in Congo for me has always been my life. Wali, when you are eating shima, Dio is from Congo, shima is from Zambia, cooking oil from Zambia. You know, those kind of environment. That's how. So for me, I can't be, even if I go to Congo today, I can't be Congolese, man. I can't be. Even Congolese, they tell you that Imwema Zambians, and then you are like, come on, you know.
So, which brings me to something very sensitive. Look, Africa has been independent as African nations, we've been independent for a very long time. I think South Africa is, I think, our youngest, which is that over, I think it's 31 years, 32 years now. Why are we so passionate about the instruments that the colonizers came to put in place? But we're still, what do you think about that? I mean, honestly, up to now, we should still be saying, no, you are Zambian, you are a foreigner, makwere kwere, we now ban you. Or when is the Congolese, up to now. But these lines we know very well. When you go to Mokambo, can you see the border? Like, can you really see with your eyes? Can you? This was an imaginary lines. But why do you think we're so passionate? Because the colonizers left a long time ago. But why are we passionate about these borders?
Because colonizers knew a lot. They knew that, first of all, when you want to colonize people, you can colonize them and you leave, but they still remain colonized. You know? They remain. So there were some patterns that they just played with. You know, they tempered with your language, they temper with your spirituality, they temper with your culture. That's it. They go back and you remain scattered. So, but the thing is, as we are talking like this, these are kind of topics to talk about sometimes, to know where we are going as Africans. Like we see countries like Ghana today, they have allowed African passports to get in Ghana without a visa.
Yes.
So that's where we are going. Kenya also is following suit. Ethiopia is doing the same. Yeah, Rwanda. So we are going there. So we need to really know that if you go to Europe or you go to America, those people in there, they don't really know that Africa has got countries like Zambia, Zimbabwe. For them, they just see you as an African from Africa. They will ask you, oh, so you know Samuel Eto'o, so are you neighbor with Samuel? And then you start to explain to them. Actually, we Africans, we become the ones who bring,
teach them. Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, sometimes it looks like we are showing them how divided we are. Somehow we start to teach them, you know what, Africa is big, there's Zambia, there's Cameroon, there's what, we are different, you know, but for them you are just one. You are just one people. So the way they see us as one, we also need, that's what I'm thinking, we need to embrace to be one the way they see us. Look at what is happening today in Iran, whatever. Are you really hearing Africa being in the conversation?
No.
Nah. When you listen, there's no Africa in the, why? Because you are nowhere.
We are nowhere.
So we need to be together.
Yes.
When we are together, that's when we can make decisions as Africa. Africa has always been one. If you go back in history, you'll find that Africa has always been one.
One country. It's
one
true.
People. Yeah.
So now back to your art, your artistic world, the Yachi. What was your first hit? What's the song that brought you onto the stage?
But okay, one little thing before we get into that. My artistic, what we are just from talking about, and my artistic work, it's still the same thing. I've got a lot of topics where I tackle these kind of songs.
Okay.
I talk about these kind of issues. Yeah, but talking about the song that brought me in
your breakthrough.
The breakthrough, I think I'm like when you read Paulo Coelho, when he talks about the beginner's luck. I think I'm part of those kind of thing, whereby I just came on the scene with a song, and then it became a hit right then. You know, we were with you, she were on the concert. Mama, lesa wanduli kwisa, mama, njafweni never. When I released that song, that was the time, it was a beautiful time, because there was no social media like today. So people could be focused on one media entity. Yeah, so that time was good. I think so. But today is also good because of social media. But that time was the right time anyway. That was the right time that I came on the scene.
That's the one that brought you onto the scene.
Yeah.
And in your song, I was actually even listening to it today. You Are My Love.
Yes, You Are My Love.
And lovely
yes,
song.
that was the follow-up. After I released that one, I came up with You Are My Love.
So in You Are My Love, you use some unique language. What's that?
That was Portuguese.
Portuguese. You can speak Portuguese?
A little bit. I love languages a lot.
So that was Portuguese.
Yeah.
What were you saying in that song? What was that Portuguese?
I need you, I love you. Yeah, you are my friend.
You are my, okay. What about that time when your studio burnt down? People made pledges. Let's help Mumba Yachi studio up, what. Did people actually come through for you with those pledges?
Yes. That was a good. That's why those are the things. Those are the things where I always feel like. I think it was also God was teaching me something. God was teaching me to say, this is your home. This is where you belong. This is where people love you. This is where you are. So that's what I learned from that. Because what I got after the studio got burnt, what I got was more than what was burnt. So at the end, that's a lesson that I got beyond being helped with material things. But what pushed people, that's what really is on my mind and my heart to say. That's why I feel comfortable when I'm in Zambia. I know this is home. You know, I know this is where people love me. I know even in the night I'm walking, I know even if I don't have a place to go, whatever, I will knock to any door and say, can I sleep? Tomorrow we'll see what to do.
Yes.
You know? So that's how I feel when I'm here. So it is from that incident,
yeah.
That's what it taught
That's
me.
very nice to hear. That's very, very nice to hear that people actually came through with their pledges. You receive a lot of backlash over your looks. Do you do that intentionally for a trending or was not trend unfair to so is it like that or
not really.
What's that?
It is also about, I think I want our people to reach a point where they can They can appreciate expressive art. Expressive art is very important to go beyond. I depend on you, but you go beyond to say, why is it doing this? Because art really is about. It's not about giving answers.
Yes.
Art is about asking questions. That's what art is all about. When you look at an artwork, it must ask you a question. It's up to you to respond to what the art is asking you.
It must engage you.
It must engage you. So even when I portray myself like that, sometimes I feel a little bit, okay, which words to use? Disappointed to say, but people are supposed to go beyond this. Oh, alipena, this is madness. Oh no, I want them to ask, what is the message?
You see, like sometimes also you just have to forgive people. I feel that, when someone doesn't understand, or they just simply don't have the capacity to understand, the best way to just say, alipena. Because like, when you performed wearing a pembe bag, milimil bag, sa kawagamba, what message were you trying to put? It's the same thing. I know it's the same artistic expression, but was there a particular message that you were trying to put forward?
Yes, there are two messages for me. I wanted to tell people that no matter what you do, a bag of milimil is very important in your home. No matter, even if you are laughing at me of what I'm wearing, you know that a bag of milimil is important in your home.
That was the message.
That's what is giving you strength to even say, I depend on you because you have got to. I'm telling you because
of the milimil.
Because of milimil. That's one. And then two, I also did that also because of, I also wanted milimil. I wanted to give, there were some pledges that I wanted to do because, the same deportation issue. I went to prison to Chimbokaila. I spent 2 weeks in there. I saw how people live. So for me, it's something, I usually do that. So for me, going and giving them, to give whatever I can, that is something that is on my heart. So I went to Pembe and say, I need this amount of bags of milimil. That is the most successful and short meeting I've ever had in my life. You enter in a room, you say, I need this amount of bags of milimil. You say, when do you need them?
Wow.
I said, I need them on Friday. They say, come on Friday. And that's how the meeting ended. And so I said, to pay them back, I will also advertise
for them. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So on Friday, I got all those. It was a truck of milimil. So I gave to Chimbokaila, I gave to UTH, I gave to a lot of orphanages, especially, in Ngombe, there are a lot of
orphanages.
Yes, Ngombe and Kaunda Square. There you can just find a woman, a lady, she just lives with kids. She's adopting kids, kids that she doesn't know, but she's keeping 18 kids here. There are a lot of women like that.
That's very touching. May God richly bless you for that humanitarian work that you're doing, Yachi.
Amen.
There was a time when where's the Mumba Yachi? Where's the Mumba Yachi? Hey, there's a relationship. What was going on? What was that all about? Can you confirm or just tell us, clarify?
Yeah.
We had Wezi here. She was actually the very first guest on the show, and we asked her that question.
The thing is, it has always been hard for me to answer that question because for me, our relationship with Wezi is like here. And then the relationship that people think about is here. Love, it is like here.
When
she's my sister, this one.
Creative gods.
She's my sister, I go to her place, even today I can say, I need fuel in my car. We are there. So when people are talking about this, we feel like, oh, okay, this is also nice. This is also nice. But anyway, what I just want to say is, we also liked it where people could say that. Yeah, you know, we also wanted it to say, oh, let people
Let
talk.
them people.
Let's enjoy this, what they want to talk about. But she's really a sister to me. She's really a friend, a sister. She's
Anyway.
a family to me. The mother is my mother too.
Oh, wow. Anyway, because you guys, you do, I think, exactly the same thing. That's what I even told her, because you guys are artists. So obviously you are in the same band. You are
Yes.
on the same frequency.
Exactly, we vibrate. in
You
that
vibrate
frequency.
at the same frequency. Growing up, what career did you want to pursue?
No, I think when I was before 13 years, when I was 12, I was thinking of becoming an ambassador. But I don't know which country though. I don't know an ambassador of which country. You know, like for now, really, I'm disturbed. I don't know. I can be an ambassador of Congo, of Zambia. Anyway, for me that is. But when I was 13, from 13 years to today, I just wanted to become a musician.
Musician. Ah, awesome. Let's go back a bit to your, sending out messages using, this wearing of these sacks. And recently also, there was the charcoal.
Charcoal.
The charcoal sack, Yamarasha. I know because I'm also an environmentalist as well. So I would like you to tell us more about that campaign, because I know it's about preserving our environment, preserving our trees.
Exactly.
Tell us more about that. When you were wearing Isaka Yamarasha Wagam.
Because I'm releasing my project next week.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm releasing 2 albums at the same time, Blue and Green. So Blue is talking about the waters of Zambia. There are songs you will find there: Tanganyika, Mweru, Bangweulu, Luapula. Those are the title of the songs. Huh? So there are also the other album, which is Green. Green album, I'm singing about the trees of Zambia: Muvanga tree, Kahimbi tree, Mobuyu. That's what I love. So because I wanted to I'm promoting my album, but I wanted to also give my time to mean what I say, like let me feel what a tree can feel. So let me stand for an hour, like a tree, without moving, without doing. So let me feel what a tree can feel, just standing there.
for now.
So I went there on the street, and then where I stood is on the road. So I know that for us to make that road, there were trees there before, So we had to cut those trees because we needed a road. So I want to pay tribute to those trees, So they have become a Malasha today. So just a way of me feeling like I'm telling you that one how you can really feel it, You are not doing anything, just standing, but you feel your body
starting to talk. Wow. And that's a tree, you see.
That's a tree.
Enduring what the tree endures.
So and also to pay, like the same way you just saw the message and you understood it. So it's also that way to make people think about when we cut down trees, it takes time for a tree to come back. It is easy to make charcoal, but for that tree to come back again the way it used to be takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of
time.
And
the way the world is going, the way our countries are developing in this space, the trees are really falling on a very bigger scale. So we need to really see what to do and pay attention to that. So talking about that, that's why even the show I'm having a show on Saturday next week. The part of the proceed from that show,
make sure you send the BMTV's team with tickets, in fact.
Please, I will do that. We'll communicate. So when the part of the people that are going to buy tickets, some of the amount is going to go. There's a company I've already spoken to that is going to provide some gas cooker to people who can't afford, especially in the compound. And the good part about that company is that they are selling gas from 5 kwacha, starting from 5 kwacha going up. So you can't say, oh, it is expensive. Everybody in the compound, once they have that cooker, it is easy to go to those booths and get gas from 5 kwacha going up. So I think that's what I can contribute for now. And for well-wishers, people they can come on board so that we contribute. Just one contribution for me is a lot. It's enough.
So there you have it, dear viewers. Make sure you pay attention, especially to BMTV, because we'll be telling you a lot of details about this same company, which will be selling these stoves that you can get in the compound, and even gas for as low as 5 kwacha. So
I think that I need to tell them so they talk to BMTV.
Definitely, so that they will advertise with us.
Exactly.
Well, we're BMTV.
Exactly.
So yes, you've told us music. That's your life.
That one I'm unapologetic. If you take it away today, Maironafwa.
Nisichapwa. No, but if you're not doing music, okay, but I'm sure, don't you even spend some time?
If I'm not doing music, I'll be doing something around it.
Around music.
Maybe I'll be writing a song for someone. Maybe I'll be producing. Oh, yeah, but you mean...
Like if you're not doing music, let's say how do you relax? How do you spend after hour? Don't you have any after hour? What else? I mean, how?
Yeah, but there is... I love listening to sermons. A lot. I love listening to sermons, preachers. They really open my mind and also bring me closer to God.
Yes.
Yeah, I love sermons a lot. And then also I also love listening to politics. I love
follow politics.
I love especially international politics, like what is happening in Iran today, Strait of Hormuz. Those ones I follow a lot. I love that. I love following interviews of great researchers, psychology. I love psychology. I love a little bit of medical stuff.
But also now you are presenting on radio. How's that working for you? How's that journey?
5FM.
5FM.
5FM is because one thing is because I did it for 2 reasons. I think the key reason is that the same program I do, African Music Safari, there was another person who was doing it. That was Dr. Manasseh Piri.
Yes.
The late Dr. Manasseh Piri. That is my father for me.
Yes, that's my uncle. Is my brother.
For me, is my father, that one. Yes, for me, is my father. That man, if I say Zambians, they love me so much. But that one, he embodied that. He is like that expression of that. He's somebody who, if he sees me, he can even start to cry. That's how he was,
Yes.
So I really miss him so much, that man.
Very good man, yes.
I am telling you. So now, because of that, how can I pay homage to him? That's why I said I will take the program that he was doing. And then also because we share the same passion, African music, just talking about music from different parts of Africa. And then also, it's also something that for me, it is lacking. It's like something that I don't really hear a lot on a lot of radio stations. Most of the time, we like maybe people on radio, they like to play what people know, what people like. What about something to present to them at Mwalimu Fakwefi? That's what I like. I want to discover something new. So, when you are on radio, boring. Until I just said, you know what? Let me take it, be the change you want to see in the society.
Yes. Wow.
So if I have 2 people who listen to me, then those 2 people, I'm sure they are very happy because I present them the things I like.
You like, and I mean,
just the way Papa Dr. Manasseh used to do. He will say, this CD, I bought it at the airport in Cameroon. So when I was going now, this, he can play you a song that you have never, you don't have any idea of, So those are the things that I also like to say. Let me share what I listen. I play music at home. and then I discover a song, I come and share with you. I like sharing music with people. I think it has gone to the level of radio, because that's how I've always been. Number, it has gone to the level of radio.
Amazing. No, Mumba, thank you so much for gracing the late night.
Thank you very much.
Please, we're looking forward to the new album.
Yeah, sure.
But
Blue and Green.
That's before you leave. We can't just leave you, Mumba. At least give us a kaba, a chorus, a canto.
Kamuli Blue and Green or Akawaishiba. Sugar mama, take it, hold it, squeeze my lemon, take it, grab it, squeeze my
Mumba Yachi! That was our second guest for today. Mumba Yachi.